Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hubbard's Outdoors. Today, I'm going to teach you the basics of the plastic. Alright, right here we have wacky worms and tubes. Wacky worms are mainly for largemouth bass and tubes. They'll catch a lot of largemouth and a ton of smallmouth. So, get yourself an O-ring thing like this. It puts O-rings on the wacky worms. And you get yourself an O-ring. You put it on here. Grab two of them. I don't have another one on me right now. You got two at the end, right down here. Slide your worm head first into here. Slide these O-rings up like that. Make sure they are crisscross like that. O-rings are made to keep the plastic lasting longer, because if you hook a wacky worm right through the middle, it'll tear after a couple fish and it's gone. You go through a bag instantly on a good day. These, you hook them through the wacky or the O-rings, and you can get 10 fish on one wacky worm. Very handy. And tubes, there's this ugly looking thing. Get yourself a weighted hook. You slide it all the way up. You poke it through the plastic until you have your little ring right there where you can hook your snap into. I love using red hooks on wacky worms. So you can hook it right through those O-rings, right through the crisscross right there. Attach your snap right here, which I'll do in a minute. Red triggers fish. I don't know what about it. Makes them maybe wounded or something, but fish cocaine right here. Alright, I got this attached to a 60-pound snap. Get 60-pound. Bass will open it up if they're any less, and you'll lose your bait. So, what I like to do is I'll drop it in the water, and it sinks about a foot every second and a half. So, now fish accordingly. Like if you're fishing 10 feet of water with weeds that come up, let's say 8 feet, you can drop this down and wait about 5 seconds and it'll be about 7 feet down. And then you just pop it along. Got my wacky worm here. Fishing about 8 feet of water, and the weeds are coming up about 6 feet. So, and this thing sinks about a foot and a half per second, or sorry, a foot every second and a half. Cast it out there into those weeds, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be about 6 feet down, roughly. Pop it 3 times. Reel in your slack until your line's just swooping in. No slack that's hanging down, dragging everywhere, or else you can't feel the fish. If you have a little curve on your line going right to your bait, you'll feel those fish bite it if you're using braid, because it's so sensitive. Pop it again. Keep it out of those weeds, just bounce it right above them. You'll pull fish out. Alright, now I'm using the tube. I'm sitting in 27 feet of water. About 20 or 30 yards that way is about 15 feet of nice solid cabbage weeds. So I'm going to cast into there. Cast over about 30 yards. Keep your bail open. A lot of people don't do that, because it's going to drop, and you want that to drop straight down. You don't want it swinging towards you. So if you have the bail open, it'll drop straight down to where you cast it. If you have the bail closed, it'll swing right in and you'll be almost under your boat again. So let it sink until it stops pulling line. Here it stopped pulling line right there. Reel in some slack. Pop it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Let it sit. Like I said for wacky worm, let your line slope so you can feel the fish bite. 1, 2, 3. Every 5 seconds, give it a pop. 1, 2, 3. And when you get a bite, that line will fly up and just crank them. Give it a good hook set. There's one. Right when I was popping it. Got him. Just like that, 2 minutes in. Catch, what, a 14? Easy as can be. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helped you out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one.